Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, period. Okay, can y'all hear this? Is this connected? It doesn't matter. Sorry. So not only do we do makeup on this channel, some of you may know, some of you may not. I am a psychology major. So instead of just facing it for makeup, we are also gonna do Face It Fridays. This topic is more broad. It's a comfortable topic. I want this to be a safe space. Come here to talk about whatever you want to talk about. Send me a message. I'll talk about whatever. Really, it's more so because I did not just start doing makeup just to do makeup. I did, but I didn't at the same time. So my first time ever wearing makeup, I stole my mom's eyeliner out of her purse. And my mom does not wear makeup, okay? That's the most you're gonna get is eyeliner and some red lipstick. So I just always thought that was it. Like, that was the end all be all. And it wasn't until I got to high school. So in high school, of course, you have your first boyfriend, right? Oh my God. Definitely not the one. Just gonna say that. So he did not like makeup. He was not a fan, okay? And I don't know about y'all, but my mother was not having those games. You are not wearing makeup out of this house. Lip gloss, baby, that is all, okay? So it wasn't until junior going into senior year that I actually started wearing makeup. But nonetheless, so freshman year, of course, me and the guy break up, right? The worst experience. Heartbreak, okay? So we break up, and I'm like, I can actually put makeup on now. Like, these seniors got makeup, So I said, you know what? I'm gonna put on some eyeshadow, and that was it. But from then on, you can tell me nothing, okay? Eyebrows was all types of crooked. Could not get them done, okay? Face was a mess, okay? But nobody told me nothing. Nobody said nothing to me. Not until, of course, when you get older and you really need to start looking a certain way. Yes, sis. Nobody told me nothing. I was just out here. So if I remember, I'll post a picture. I probably won't because I don't like embarrassing myself. So I probably won't. But anyway, the point was, that's how I started. I started because somebody told me that I could not, or that I was not cute, or it made me look fake. And honey, do you see me? Hello, hi, how are you? Like, no. So that's where it started. I've always been a person to not necessarily take people's opinions of me hard, simply because my parents raised us to be very strong, confident women, and men. But so that wasn't really the thing, I don't think. I do think no matter how old you are, though, hearing somebody or certain people, or especially for me, people that you care about say certain things, it will affect you to a certain degree. But it wasn't instilled in me to be like, oh, this person's opinion is the last opinion, the only opinion. You know what I mean? So with having that, and then having that mindset of like, you know, this person's opinion matters because they matter to me. My whole life has kind of been that way. My biggest fear in life is to disappoint my parents. They've told me a million times I can't disappoint them, but realistically, that'll never get out of my head. So Face It Fridays is more, come here for your safe space, because realistically, we all need a safe space. And so knowing how I was and how people's opinions or comments or their own personal circumstances affected me, I don't want anyone that I can reach or get in contact with to feel like they don't have a space, you know? Because I didn't have a space. I didn't have the opportunity to go to someone and sit down and just be like, I'm gonna tell you everything that's going on in my brain, and you're gonna understand, and you're gonna help me, and that's gonna be the end all be all, okay? So wasn't until I pretty much got to maybe middle school and I met my best friend, and listen, I didn't know different people exist, okay? I thought my family was the only family and the way they acted was the way they acted, okay? So when you meet other people and then they actually start to become your family and then their situations and their emotions and their feelings, you start taking them on too indirectly. Oh yeah, that happened in middle school. So with that, we just kind of like, that's my best friend till this day, 12 years. And baby, okay, I don't know what I would do without her and vice versa. Just because we have that safe space, like I couldn't tell her anything under the sun, you know, and it wasn't until then. So just imagine being born until you're what, 11? And you have to keep everything in your head or figure out how to make it make sense, because also I was told to stay in a child's place. And being so young, pretty much growing up with nothing but older people, I have a pretty decent age gap between siblings, and just I hung with my grandma for majority of my life. Even when I was with my cousins, I was with my great aunt, like so there wasn't any younger or regular age kids really around me. And so I just kind of matured really fast. And so with that, with knowing that I'm maturing fast and the people around me aren't maturing fast, and then you're like, well, why aren't they, you know, experiencing what I'm experiencing? They're not thinking what I'm thinking. Because just imagine trying to have a serious conversation at 7. What? Make it make sense. Okay, so no. So with staying in a child's place, feeling all of these crazy, weird things, seeing things happening, like it just did not make sense, okay? It just did not make sense. And of course, it does not get better the older you get, because you're still trying to figure out how to let people in or how to communicate, or, you know, who to trust, how to trust. Can you talk to your mom about this? Is she gonna care if you say this? Does dad really know how boys are, right? All of these things, okay? Stupid. It could be the smallest thing, right? But if you don't have anybody to talk to about it or somebody that understands, it just builds up. So my Face It Fridays are going to be any topic about anything that you're going through, or that I'm going through, because I'm pretty sure it's going to take a while for people to start saying anything. So anything that I think people are going through, I'm going to talk about it. And hopefully that'll open the conversation for you to talk about it, or leave a comment or share, in hopes to help somebody else. I guess the first thing to talk about would be being 22. So I just turned 22, and realistically, baby, the life, like, I don't know about y'all, but I had my life planned out. I still got my life planned out, okay? I'm gonna be married by 24, my baby at 26, my last baby at 28, and that's it. I'm gonna be rich by 25. Okay, no. No, I don't see that happening, because I don't see my husband knocking. Where are you? Hello? Waiting. Okay, anyway, so yeah, like when I was younger, I wanted to be a trauma surgeon. Baby, who's going to school for that? Who's waiting? Not me. So yeah, life definitely changes for me, or has changed for me, I should say. Everything, like, you don't really start, and I'm still young, right? I'm still a baby. So everybody's gonna say, are you still a baby? You got a lot of life to live. You haven't experienced everything under the sun. You don't say. Hello. But when you were 22, what were you feeling? Okay, so I don't know, 22 for me, this year is gonna be a great year, right? I'm claiming that for myself. But baby, 21 was a mess. Was a mess, honey. First apartment, still going to school, trying to figure out work and just life in general, trying to balance emotions, you know, dating, friends, their experiences. Keep in mind, I have 4 friends. So that should tell you I don't let people in, and I don't want to give myself, okay? So that means those 4 friends that I have, they get everything that I have. Like, so they're pretty much family. I don't consider anybody to be my friend that I would not bring around my family. Family, that's the next topic. Like everything hits you so bad at 21. Well, for me, it hit me very, and I can only tell y'all the only way that I made it, to be completely honest, was faith. I have kept stuff from people. I have cried myself to sleep, cried in the shower. I have cried going to work. Till this day, right now, put on a gospel song. That's it for me. Tears, straight tears. And it's really just because I don't know what y'all believe in. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure if you believe in something, you believe in a higher power, okay? So for me, that's God. No questions about it. So, Lord, I don't know how many times I've told people, like, your faith has got to be stronger than your fears. It has to be, or you won't make it. In my brain, you won't make it. Because as people, we need something to depend on. Like, we need something to believe in that's gonna get us through, especially if you don't have anybody. Say you don't have a best friend. Say you don't have parents and siblings. Like, you need something. And for me, could be a Taurus thing, could be a woman thing, could be a 21-year-old thing, I don't know. But I do not like to talk about stuff. I'll talk about it, but I don't like burdening people, and I don't like sharing negative energy. So to a lot of people, that'll seem like I'm distancing myself, or I am, being rude or standoffish, or I have an attitude. Lord, I have heard that so many times. And that's not the case. My mood is not there, honey. I don't want to talk today. Maybe tomorrow. Try me in a few hours. Maybe I didn't eat yet, And so when you have those moments and you kind of think, am I pushing people away? Am I being ungrateful that they want to talk to me? All of these things, you kind of dig yourself. Well, for me, I gotta stop saying we. I dug myself into I don't like to say depression, because that is a very serious thing. Borderline. Let's say borderline. And it was not good. And who do you turn to when you kind of have had an attitude all day? Crickets. Yourself. Yourself. So for me, that was like, okay, get it together. Turn to the person that has never let you down. Who y'all think? Oh, okay. So Jesus said, amen, he was going to bring me through whatever I was going through, okay? And that goes for any situation. So if I don't talk about it, family and friends, probably because I prayed about it, and I don't want to talk to you now. So that has been my 21-year-old life. Praying. Praying. I'm not a party girl. I will go out on a whim. Like, I don't like people. I still don't. I want to talk to you, but I don't want you in my house. I don't want to be around you, but I want to talk to you, I'm that person. So just imagine that at 21. Everybody is out partying. COVID, can't even say that. But they were, people were still out partying. They had their own clique. You're not really making quote unquote new friends. I don't want any. But you know what I mean? So it's like you're by yourself again, because you don't want to do what everybody wants to do. And for me, I write everything down. So, and I stopped. I stopped writing down my feelings. I stopped writing down my thoughts, my emotions, my planning, what was going on throughout my day. I just stopped doing everything. And when you stop doing that, it stays in. I tell people all the time, write it down. Even if you write it down and burn it, write it down and throw it in the trash, rip it up, light it on fire. I don't care. But if you write it down, you'll let it out to a certain degree, especially if you don't have anybody you want to talk to. I'm pretty sure the more I get comfortable, the more I'll unravel. But just know 21 was very hard emotionally and physically. I want to be fit. I want to eat good, but I also want to eat whatever I want. That doesn't really work. You know what I'm saying? I want to have this YouTube platform. I want to talk to people. I want to be a psychologist. I want to counsel people, right? I've always had these thoughts. But you just get, like, when I tell you them negative thoughts, those people, the naysayers or just not being that popular kid, oh, it gets to you. It definitely gets to you. So it took me till 22, honey, to be like, yeah, I'm gonna be consistent. Yes, I'm gonna make a post. Yes, I'm gonna care about what I'm telling people, what they see, but I'm also not gonna care also, because realistically, nobody really cares. Just do it. Because at the end of the day, somebody's going to want to care. Somebody's going to want to listen to what you're saying. Even if it's one person. If you have one subscriber, if you have one follow, one share, that one person, it should be the only person that matters, right? And when we do things for the wrong reasons, hence financial growth or publicity or whatever, you will never get anywhere. And so I kept hearing like, make the channel, post a picture, make the video. And I just kept saying, no, I'm not big enough. I don't have that many followers. Nobody's gonna share my stuff. I'm not gonna grow. Who cares? Who cares? Nobody. Okay? So that's where I'm at. That's how I got to 22. I prayed like crazy. I wrote down stuff again. I tried to be transparent with myself and the things that I want and why I was doing the things that I'm doing and what I'm gonna get from it. So that got me to where I'm at. That's the only advice I can give to somebody that's 21, because your journey is not mine. The way you think, I do not think. Who you want to be around is probably not the crowd I want to be around. I cannot give you advice on circumstances and situations that I don't know, right? So believe in something. Rather that is your faith. If you want to dive into that, believe in your school, dive into that. Believe in yourself, regardless of what it is you want to dive into. Believe in that. Because at the end of the day, you have to believe in you before anybody else does. So at 21, you just dipping your toe in the water. You're gonna mess up. I have messed up. Do you hear me? All the way around. I have messed up. Don't even want to go there. But with messing up, you can only learn. You can only grow and learn not to make that mistake again, or put yourself back in that position, or get in that financial debt, or fail that class. You can only learn. You know what I'm saying? So just believe in something. Believe in yourself that you can do it. Because at 21, you're not going to have it figured out. I tell people all the time, there is no blueprint. There is no blueprint to life, and there is no blueprint for your life, honey. So that's how we're going to start off. Face It Fridays. Hopefully as time goes on, I'll get some topics. If not, I wrote down some. But nonetheless, this is our safe space. I am in sweatpants and a sweatshirt, honey, giving beat face. It probably won't be here the next time. Might have on some eyebrows. I don't know. Okay, but that's how we're starting it. I hope you guys like it. If you don't, we'll see how it goes. Okay, we'll see how much it goes. But nonetheless, y'all be great. It is a beautiful Sunday. I'm recording this video. It will be out Friday, June 4th. I'm pretty sure it's the 4th. Anyway, y'all be blessed. Stay beautiful. See y'all next video.